being that this is something that I love doing, and the design is just part of us. When something is created and it really wows the client and it brings a smile to a face, is the ultimate joy for us, for me personally.
So when you hear the word Thonge, so basically this is tradition meets innovation. So the first business we started was selling kiondo bags. So in that process of looking for a name, we were like, okay, what do Campbells call kiondos? Because that's where we were getting our bags from. And then we were told Thonge. And then we were like, okay, fine, let us just call the name Thonge. So that's now how we got the whole tradition of now making the kiondos, and then we now innovated and then changed them to something modern and unique.
Originally, we start with a pattern. For example, if it is a wallet, what is the length, what is the width, what are the curves, how many pockets are we putting into it, what is the function if it's a card, what is the measure of a card. So after coming up with a pattern, now we have a prototype of the pattern. We place it on the leather and now cut the pattern. Cut the different pieces depending on their functions.
When we're designing a bag, we look at three things. The uniqueness of the bag. It needs to be very simple as possible, functional and simple, and then aesthetically good looking. So if you interact with our bags, simplicity is key. You'll also identify uniqueness. You'll not miss to identify something unique with our bags. And you also make sure the bags are very functional. So before we even curate a bag, we drop down to who's going to carry this bag. What are they looking for in a bag? And every single innovation from the bags we make is as a result of a client. So a client tells us, okay, I want a bag that has A, B, C, D. It needs to look A, B, C, D, and it looks, So every innovation behind a bag is something a client has told us to do with a bag. So when we sit and then we look at that, what does the client want? So to catch it when it makes sense, we now curate that bag for the client, for that specific client.
If it's a stitch, we ensure it's a straight stitch. If it's a curve, we ensure that it's a seamless curve. If it's leather, we ensure that it is clean. If it is the packaging and delivery, we ensure that we do our level best in giving the best to our client, the best value to our client.
What we are aiming at is creating employment to the youth, to the young people. Majority of us, the young people, are unemployed, and also majority don't get a chance to go to the university levels. So what skills can you use to make a living out of it? So how we are solving the human capital challenge is by training one person at a time.